West Side to Worldwide. Exit 92.
Real Merica Live. Welcome to Real Merica Live. Exit 92 Radio. Exit 92
That's
Radio.
right, everybody. Welcome back to Radio Merica Live here on Exit 92 Radio with the big bad Boo Bear. Yeah, we got a long and grueling, awesome show for you here tonight with special guest Bleeding in Stereo coming on a little later with their interview. Also got Green October here. Well, not here, but he's on the show here tonight with me, the big bad Boo Bear, myself. Got some great stories to talk about, all that. But first, this week, we lost a great writer and the founder of one of my all-time favorite bands. There really is nothing else you can say about Glenn Frey. We lost him, and I know this may be corny. You guys are, oh, the song is so overplayed, but it's my favorite song every night I'm at work. 'Cause where I work at, I have, 4 hours where I'm in a room by myself doing things. So I sing this song because I love it. It's my favorite song, and we lost him this week, so wanted to pay homage to the great Glenn Frey and his band, the Eagles, with my personal favorite, Hotel California. Rest in peace, Glenn Frey.
said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, they gathered for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. The last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the night man, we are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Next up, we got a track from the Palmer Squares, and then one of the main features of the night is going to come up quick as my interview with Bleeding in Stereo will be up right after this track. So you guys hang around, enjoy the Palmer Squares, and we're going to have some Bleeding in Stereo one-on-one with the big band, Boo Bear, here on Exit 92 Radio.
Doing hash dabs and mixing X with acid doses. Cash the bowl, kid. Pass the potion. Pass the potion. Yo, pass the potion. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Doing hash dabs and mixing X with acid doses. Cash the bowl, bitch. Pass the potion. Pass the potion. Yo, pass the potion.
Pass the potion.
Grab a cold one, crack it open.
One sip done, left me with halitosis.
Yeah, that's potent. Dab it.
Word, this is Icarus ball of wax. Had you a token, travel the globe, which isn't just flipping through an almanac. Ball the dash.
You told me some bunk shit.
Brain slow, but it functions. Speaking the darkness, keeping the dark, but growing some fungus. Get me a brew, ill will and it kept me amused. Thrilling the pill, want the red to the blues. Turn K, roll that pep in the pew. And before the blunt is done, I've already rolled another one. Woe is me, cold fiend, need to smoke some reaper just to go to sleep. Count the potato blaze all day, 8-ball raise up the rate of my palpitation.
Wait, and about the paper.
Tradesman breaking it down to vapor with a G-pen,
Trippy stick.
Keep venting the ignition, gotta pretend that I give a shit, but I ain't got a reason to quit. So the kid been drugged up late, must be crazy. Seed of a demon, I come from Hades. Me and the clique sit and pump lunch daily. Skin in the riches, you can trust from babies. Holler and can
Someone pay me
in dollars and cents, but it's true. I'm only poison to you, so the boys in the blue got me hopping the fences. Locked in a room with padded walls, popping balloons and Adderall. Molly shrooms in a glass of OJ.
Hey.
With a dash of cocaine, finna get some yayo. Wait, yo, the drip tastes different. In a minute, I'll be literally tripping face though, cause this kid straight flipped it.
thanks for nothing.
That's what I get for making assumptions. What a fool of me, taking a bump of 2CT.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Doing hash dabs and mixing X with acidosis. Cash the bowl, kid. Pass the potion. Pass the potion, yo. Pass the potion. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Doing hash dabs and mixing X with acidosis. Cash the bowl, bitch. Pass the potion. Pass the potion, yo. Pass the potion.
Wait in line, pass the potion. New state of mind, fast approaching. Terminecumental cause mass commotion.
Seeing double.
Ashley Olsen, ratchet hoes in they fashion clothes. I got a bag of pills, raise your glass and toast it. Casanova, about to pack some dro, cause Zach smoke
every day.
That's devotion. Take 8 rips and don't cough once. Yeah, I stay tripping like I eat paint chips, sniffing chalk dust. Now my brain filled with these thought bubbles. No gang symbols getting tossed up. It's all love in the daisy age. Still blaze a J shape shift
and I vanish quickly.
Getting channeled in with no station breaks. I wanna know how the music feels. I wanna know how the limelight tastes. Tie-dye waves.
Get your mind right.
Gaze in the mirror for an hour, can't find my face. Can't be stopped. These acid droppers been popping tabs with no cans of pop. Got a candy shop in my jacket pockets.
Propaganda.
Then I'm blacking out. What just happened? Did my chest collapse or did my head explode?
Hey, don't stress, relax.
You want stems or caps? You want extra dabs? You want extra hats? You gon' spend some cash. I ain't chasing dragons, but I'm awful wasted. Been off the wagon for a long duration. Yo, but the party's raging, and that's some hard shit to walk away from. Acumen will be the master chemist, the dark apprentice, the phantom menace. I baffle experts when I answer questions. Mad high from a capsule I had for breakfast. Yeah, I'm addicted to nicotine, and when I die, I'ma die methyltryptamine. And when I die, I'ma ride in a limousine with the sky behind me getting lifted,
singing like Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Doing hash dabs and mixing X with acidosis. Cash the bowl, kid. Pass the potion. Pass the potion, yo. Pass the potion.
That's right, everybody. Pass the potion. It was some poems on the Palmer Squares. They're on Bandcamp. They're on YouTube. Go and check them out. Now, I was able to get, it was one of my freaking favorite interviews. These guys are really cool, really low key, just hanging out. You know what I mean? I think they were doing an interview from their car. Bleeding in Stereo. Yeah, I got them on the show this past, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't really remember. It was Tuesday. And also, these guys are really good. If you're in the Jacksonville area, even if you're not, I suggest checking these guys out 100%. We all back them here at Exit 92. And you can tell that people love them. Check out the Exit 92 Artist of the Month poll. Jesus Christ, they are walking away with that. I mean, no hate on the other artists. I love all these guys who give me their music to play because they give me their music to play. That's why. But, Bleeding in Stereo is literally walking away with it, man. I tell you what. So, remember to check these guys out. They're here in the Jacksonville area. They're homegrown music, man. I'll tell you what. And also, if you live in the Jacksonville area, remember to check out them at Twister's Birthday Bash. That's right, the Green Room at Harmonious Monks, March 26th. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Stop by. Hang out with them. Tell them the Big Bad Boo Bear sent ya. And come and hang out, listen to all them and the other bands play. Let's see, we got Hangman's Crown. And then there's a couple other ones there. So check out Bleeding in Stereo at the Green Room, Harmonious Monks. Write this down, people. March 26th, 2016. The doors will be open at 6 o'clock. You heard it here, folks. Bleeding in Stereo. Check them out. Here's the interview with them. It's pre-recorded because of my time constraints, with work and all that. Also, by the way, sorry for being late. You know how it is, life and all that. But here it is, the Bleeding in Stereo interview. Hey, everybody. This is the Big Bad Boo Bear from Exit 92 Radio, and I'm here with the big interview. Yes, that's right. Bleeding in Stereo here on the phone with me tonight. You guys want to say hey?
Hey, what's up? Hey, Exit 92.
If you guys have not heard of Bleeding in Stereo, please leave, because these people here are like the hottest act out of Jacksonville right now. They're all over the charts. And they're all over the charts here on our Exit 92 Artist of the Month poll. I believe the last time I checked, you guys were leading by a mile.
That's awesome, man. Much thanks to all the fans out there.
Yeah, dude. You guys have just been blowing it up ever since I started it back up again. This is the first one for Exit 92 that we've done in a while. So, you know, absolutely a lot of people turning out. I think it was like 50 votes last time I heard. So, you know, also let you guys know and let everybody else know real quick before we get to talking anymore. The winners of each Artist of the Month as they go on go into the big battle at the end of the year, which is December. All 12 acts will go up against each other in like a gauntlet, and the winner gets a whole show devoted to nothing but their music, to pimp their music out. So,
cool.
Yeah, at the end, you know, you guys, if y'all win the last vote in December, if y'all win this one and such, and y'all win that one as well, then y'all get, you know, possibly a whole show devoted to nothing but bleeding in stereo. So,
awesome. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
So, man, you know, coming out of the Jacksonville area, you guys are making some major waves in the music scene and all that. How is that treating you? How's everything been treating you guys?
Pretty good. We're you know, working on some cool things for 2016. 2015 was really good to us.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we had a not so silent night out at Freebird, which was great. Had a real strong local lineup and a great turnout, and it was kind of really neat to see the local scene pull together like that. And we raised some toys for the Children's Hospital.
That's awesome.
It was just a cool thing to do, and I think that it's going to be a foreshadowing of what we're going to be getting into for 2016.
That's awesome, guys. I mean, you know, the local scene in general is on, I wouldn't say it's last leg, but local scene anywhere in the United States is on, you know, not in good condition, because everybody, you know, they don't want to go out to Freebird or go out to any bar to watch a band play when they can catch it on YouTube the next day. You see, I mean, it's so hard to impress anybody because everybody can just watch it on the internet. So you guys making any kind of, you know, headway in the local scene is very, very impressive.
For sure, and you know, a lot of that credit goes to a new movement that's going on in Jacksonville with the Welcome to Rockville, and a group that spawned out of people meeting up at Welcome to Rockville Festival.
Uh-huh.
And their whole focus is on, you know, getting out there and trying to bring back that local scene that we used to have here in Jacksonville. And you know, that night that we threw the show at Freebird, you know, their presence was very strong, and a lot of helping hands went into that.
They drank Freebird out of beer by 10:30. They were completely sold out.
Hey, that is fucking awesome. You know, I'd actually heard about you guys playing there that night, because, you know, like we were talking off air a minute ago, you know, A Matter of Honor, some good friends of mine, another shout out to them real quick. They played with you guys there, like I think you guys just said, you know, so I heard about you guys playing, and then I had a friend of mine message me, friend of mine named Dustin, huge fan of you guys. He was so, you know, stoked when I told him I got the interview with y'all for the show, so he'll definitely be tuning in. This is pre-recorded, everybody, so yeah, he'll definitely be tuning in to hear this. I think he said he's seen you guys in Fernandina or something. So you're trying to, you know, help the music movement come back into Jacksonville, because, I mean, we had such a very prominent movement years ago. I mean, we had some of the greatest bands come out of Jacksonville. Leonard Skinner, I believe, Shinedown, right? Shinedown came out of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
The Foo Fighters. Wait, the Foo Fighters, were they out of Jacksonville or not? I can't remember.
No.
Yes.
Oh, there was another band that was kind of big. Red Jumpsuit Apparatus or something.
Yeah.
Was it them?
Yellow Card.
Yellow Card, yeah, them too. I mean, we've had some really great bands come out of Jacksonville. It's a shame that you don't see it as often anymore, you know.
Yeah, we're hoping to change that. You know, 2016 is already shaping up, and you know, we've been busy and playing shows and working on band stuff, and we always like to start the year off and try to focus on what we're going to accomplish this year. And I can tell you right now that in addition to, you know, being a part of this resurgence in the local scene, we're also looking at branching out, and we just did a recent poll ourselves on our Facebook page and asked people where they want us to come, and we were getting hits as far away as Seattle and LA.
Really? Man,
it was really interesting to see the reach that the music is having right now, and we're going to do our damnedest to try to get out there and play all the cities that were mentioned, because without the fans, we're just doing this for ourselves basically, which is cool. But when you write music and fans connect and they want to see you and experience that live, that's something you can't put a price on. So we're definitely looking for 2016 to be a breakout year for us.
Well, see, that's great, and don't ever forget that, because that seems to be a big problem. A lot of bands nowadays is that they forget where they came from. They forget that without people like myself who go and find you guys to listen to, people who go to the shows and listen to you guys, without them, you're a garage band. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's cool you write your own music and you play for yourself. That's cool, but you have to remember the fans. They're the most important part of the whole deal. If they ain't happy, then you ain't happy. It's kind of like being married. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's definitely give and take.
Yeah. So, up to this point, you guys have done a lot of really cool stuff already. How long have you guys been a band? Been together as far as making it out here in Jacksonville and such?
It's been 5 years now.
5 years.
Yeah.
Wow, it's pretty good. Did I also? Because I know I was trying to find some bios and stuff on you guys before we got going. So I had some information and stuff about your band and everything. Man, I want to make sure I'm correct. Did you guys do a theme song for a wrestler or something?
They picked up the song. It was originally, it was ours. It was on our first EP, but they picked it up through a publishing company, and they kind of took it and ran with it, and we got a lot of exposure through that deal.
Well, that's where I'm a big wrestling fan, and I was making sure. I could have swore I'd heard that you had had something to do with it as far as your music, at least. So that's
it was pretty cool. Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel used it for their tag team, and then it ended up actually transferring onto the video game. So we're forever a part of the WWE history with the
Wow.
WWE 2K12 video game.
Oh, fuck it! No way! I used to have 2K12.
Yeah, we're on there. If you pick Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel as a tag team group, you'll hear Bleeding Stereo.
That's the only way you'll hear. You have to pick those two together. They won't do it if you play them in individual play.
I will have to find that and do it later on just for the experience. That's awesome. I didn't realize that. You guys are forever enshrined in history as have a theme song for a WWE superstar and wrestler. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's a cool party trick, especially if you go somewhere and one of your buddies or their buddies have the game there. You're like, hey, put that in, pick these two guys. That's my band playing. They're like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Shut up.
It was kind of cool. Actually, it was brought to our attention by fans that had bought the game and had relayed that message to us. And I just went over to Best Buy one day, and they had the demo set up, and I just happened to go on there and follow the directions I was given, and sure enough, I was standing in the middle of Best Buy listening to our own music.
Did you geek out, man? I would have. I would have fucking lost my shit.
Pretty surreal experience. I held my composure, but I was excited on the inside for sure.
Well, at least you can. I couldn't. If it was me, I'd have been 12-year-old girl geeking out.
I didn't want to scare all the small children waiting behind me to play it. So.
I will tell you this. When the NFL used our music, it was on a special edition of Thursday Night Football. During halftime, they were using our music while they were recapping the first half, and me and Brian called each other, and we were definitely having a 12-year-old girl moment because we love the NFL. We watch football all the time together, and the fact that the NFL used our music, now that freaked us out. That got us jumping a little bit.
Who wouldn't be? I mean, fuck. For me, the WWE been enough, but I didn't realize you had the NFL use your music too. Holy shit. That is pretty fucking sweet, guys. So did y'all make anything off that as far as monetarily wise, or was it more of just the exposure and experience? Because either is awesome.
We got a little bit of royalties off of it. I mean, of course, if the WWE thing had gone on a little longer, we would have had more royalties off of it.
Mm-hmm.
But we did get some royalties back from it. I mean, if they use little snippets of your music on things like the NFL did, I mean, it's mere cents and royalties, so it's nothing to get hyped up over. So, I mean, at that point, it's more being excited hearing yourself being associated with something you're a fan of.
Yeah, especially on, football. I mean, Thursday Night Football ratings are, off the charts.
Actually, that was opening week, too. It was the very first opening Thursday night game.
So, yeah, you guys had, probably, I don't want to overstate it, but maybe millions of people who heard your snippet or your song in that little bit of time, as well as yourselves.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It's popped up in other places. We've had it pop up on Discovery Channel a couple times on certain TV shows, and then
Music Choice.
Yeah, Music Choice, History TV or History Channel. It's been on there.
VH1.
TV. It's been a couple places here and there.
So the publishing site's been really good to us so far.
That's really cool, man. Congrats on all that. I hope y'all keep with further success with that publishing company. It sounds like they're doing real good for you. I mean, that's awesome too to see a great band. Because you guys have got some great tracks. Distance is one of my favorites. I think I have Distance and High on My Way up here on the queue for the next show I do to play. So,
Yeah, Distance is a great song, man. That one's very close to all of our hearts, really, but mostly with Keith. He wrote that one. He moved down here from Pennsylvania, and his daughter was still up there. He kind of wrote that as a tribute to her.
Oh, that's nice.
Like an open letter to his daughter, so a lot of people tend to connect with that one. I know, prior to me entering the band on a full-time basis, me hearing that particular song on the EP, it definitely strikes a chord in your heart, especially if you're away from somebody you love. So, yeah, Distance is a band favorite altogether, so that's cool you like it too.
Yeah, I thought it was a very good song. I've always been more of when I feel like a song means something, that's when I like it more. I'm actually a musician myself. I play blues harp. I'm a blues harmonica player, so it's kind of hard to find bands who play blues anymore. But when I'm just listening to music, if I find a song that I think means anything, if it has a message behind it, then I automatically just, I'm a big fan of substance. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. Yeah, we're really picky about that, especially on the writing end of things. On the newest release, Waiting to Crash, me and Keith worked on a lot of that stuff, and lyrically, he's a beast, and he doesn't settle for anything.
Mm-hmm.
But he has to make sure that it connects with him. And he's I could quote him as the saying, it's got to mean something to me, or I'll forget about it. It won't be important to me. So he makes sure that any lyrical content that he puts into his music, it's personal or something, so substantial that it'll mean something to him and anybody else who's listening to it.
Well, it's got to mean something. Yeah, it's got to mean something. It's just like even just with not even writing the music, but when you're playing it on stage, when you're playing solos, when you're playing the song, if you can feel it in yourself, then the fans are going to feel it as well. I know I've only had a few shows that I ever played my entire life that I feel like were really good. Because I felt it, I felt the solo, I felt the song, and if I feel it, then I'm hoping that they feel it as well.
Yeah, for sure. You recall those emotions from when you were writing it, and then on stage it's exaggerated by adrenaline and seeing other people connect on that level too. It's one of the coolest feelings that I think, the rest of the guys agree. It's, being on stage and having somebody connect with your music on that level, there's nothing better. It's the biggest reward out of all.
Oh yeah. So has there been any drawbacks to band life here in Jacksonville? Any negatives?
Well, it has its ups and downs like everything else, but for the most part, it's pretty positive.
Yeah, we tend to keep our nose down, and we just work hard. And all the bands that we've had the pleasure of sharing the stage with have been cool. And I honestly can't think of any issues we've had here.
Well, that's good. I usually like to, make sure, people get the other side of things. I had a really great interview with, you may not have ever heard of him, but Jason Reese. He's a blues harmonica player. I had gotten in contact with him. He won a Grammy with working with Johnny Winter on an album a few years ago. And he actually played this year, 2015, last year, at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with for Paul Butterfield's induction with Tom Morello and Zach Brown. And yeah, I got an interview with him. We were talking, and he had some things to say about the business, as far as the music business, and a lot of it opened my eyes, to it. So I always try to make sure I talk to bands, just to see how their experiences with the music business has been thus far. So
we're just now, stepping into that realm.
Mm-hmm.
Most of our experiences have been on a local level, and I can tell you everybody here has been really cool to us, all the promoters and club owners. Shout out to Tim Hall and Bruce. Those guys have always taken care of us for the most part. And, we're just now getting to the point where we're dipping our toe into bigger things, and there's different challenges that arise with that. Getting to the point where the clerical and administration side of the band is getting so big that we're looking at each other like, maybe we should get a manager. Do we keep doing this ourselves, or do we focus on the music? But it's a 50-50 thing right now. So I'd say that would probably be one of the negatives, is focusing on that administrative side, booking and getting your merch done, and trying to manage your own band. It's tough to keep that up and also write really good music.
It's like growing your business from ground up. I mean,
yeah.
The bigger you get, you gotta start getting some help to go along with it.
Yeah, we understand that here at Exit 92. We're pretty new. I've been doing this for about a year, and then me and Jay started Exit 92 here, and we're trying to get it going. Hopefully by next year, maybe make a little bit of cash at it. We don't expect to make millions, but a little bit of extra money on the side, would be great. Some new equipment, stuff like that. So we understand. Yeah, homegrown businesses are hard to do these days.
For sure.
Yeah, so. By the way, any shameless plugs you want to throw out there, you guys are more than fucking welcome. Albums, merchandise, websites. Throw it out there. You know what I mean?
You can find us anywhere on social media that, exists today. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reverb Nation, YouTube, anywhere you like. Home base is always, just www.bleedingstereo.com. Other than that, we got a couple albums out. Our latest one is Waiting to Crash. You can get that anywhere. Digital music is sold. We have physical copies we sell at our shows, which we don't have anything going yet, but there's some stuff in the works. So if you want a physical copy, keep your eye out for shows.
And I can say this, right now, we're doing something really cool on our Facebook page. And we've literally just been promoting it for a couple of days. We're going to be doing a video for our song Say It off of Waiting to Crash. And the video is going to be made up of all of our fans lip singing the track. So if anybody's listening, if you want to be a part of Bleeding in Stereo and be a part of our video for Say It, all you have to do is get the song and then film yourself lip singing it. We got the lyrics up on the page. And we're actually going to just take clips of everybody singing it, put it all together, and that's going to be our music video.
Hell yeah, that's how you do it, man. Involve the fans.
For sure.
Involve the fans. That's the best way to do it. Get the fans involved. It's one-on-one. It's really good. But so. Shows wise, what do you were talking about, you're getting offers to come out to Seattle, what else y'all got planned locally as far as shows wise? 'Cause I got a big following out of Jacksonville. About at least 80% of my listens come from Jacksonville.
Well, the only thing we have on the books in Jacksonville locally right now is the Villain Fest. That's put on by a couple partners that we're involved with. That Riff Promotion. Shout out to Jason there. Twister's Music, Bruce Lindsay, they're all helping us promote that show. But that's, as Eddie mentioned earlier, that the group in town here, the Rock Villains, they have put together their own festival. And they've invited a bunch of local bands, and there's 8 bands, I believe, now that are going to be on that. And that's July 22nd at Mavericks at the Landing.
Oh, Mavericks. Nice. I might have to try and come out there for a Mavericks gig. When is that, July 22nd?
Yeah, it's on a Friday.
July 22nd. Mavericks, guys, in Jacksonville, Florida. If you're in the area, go and check them out. Friday night. That'd probably be a pretty good little gig check. I might have to take off that night and come and see you guys live.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we might make a couple more appearances locally before then, but, we're in negotiations with a few of them now. But our main focus is to expand our brand this year. We've pretty much, done the circle around Jacksonville a few times, so, I mean, you don't want to oversaturate your area too much.
Of course not. Yeah, you want to make sure you pimp yourself in your local area, but you start branching out to the rest of the country. You know what I mean?
But we don't want anybody to take it the wrong way. We know where we're from. We're not going to forget. We just gotta see the world a little bit too.
Oh yeah. Next stop, United Kingdom, right there.
Hey, I wouldn't complain.
I've always wanted to go to the UK and play myself. It's kind of a haven for the blues as it is for me. So,
And that's when the WWE thing hit. That was where our biggest following came from. Was United Kingdom. Those people over there were nuts for wrestling, and I got to talk to them myself on Facebook and Twitter, and we had a lot of people come from over there that really started following the band after that drop.
Well, you see, the games, I don't know if you guys ever really sat down and played any of their games, but, while you're in the menu screen and you're going through picking your wrestlers to play and matches and even creating wrestlers and stuff, all they play are the theme songs from the different wrestlers. So I probably heard you guys' songs about 10 different times, in a sitting, in just playing some games. So, I mean, your song is constantly blasted over the speakers as you're playing the video game until you start playing.
Well, I think it's kind of a hidden gem inside that game. I think you have to play those two wrestlers together to be able to hear it. If I remember right, I think that you don't hear it until you pick them together, and then it does the whole entrance process and all that. So remember, I had to kind of work, to get to that point to where I could hear it.
That's, it's really cool. I mean, you guys are really making some waves out there as far as for fans, and it's all over different stuff. I mean, because you not only got fans listening to your music that are fans, but also wrestling, like myself, big wrestling fan. So when I seen that, I was like, holy shit, that is fucking awesome.
I think we had the same reaction.
Like I said, I don't know how you could have not geeked out like a 12-year-old girl in the store, because I would have.
Well, if you go search on YouTube, you can find videos that people had, snagged, and they posted up there of clips. You can hear us, like, whenever, I guess it was episodes of SmackDown or whatever show they were on at the time, but you just type in black or white, and the two wrestlers' names, and you should be able to find a clip pretty easily.
Well, that's awesome. That's this is Bleeding in Stereo, guys. We're gonna have to sign off. About 24 minutes was the thing I wanted to target for. So, thanks for coming on with me tonight. It was really great having you guys talk for a little bit about your band, about where you guys are going and what you guys are doing for the Jacksonville area.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having us.
Oh, dude. By the way, you guys' music has a home here on Exit 92. As long as you are willing to let us play it, we're willing to pimp the shit out. You know what I mean?
We appreciate that. We have at it.
All right. Well, you guys want to say anything before we get out of here?
Yeah. I'm Eddie. I play the drums.
Brian, I'm the guitarist.
I'm Jeremy Destin, bass player. Be sure you tune into Exit 92 to check out the Hair Clip for Men. Real America Live.
Self-inflicted.
Thanks, man. Thanks, guys, for the shout out. Y'all take care now. Head on out.
All right, man.
That was Exit 92, and then we got a triple shot of Bleeding in Stereo here on Exit 92 Radio.
On my way down, I follow you again. I'm not the kind of bird that's after the world. Straight on my way through this, turn on you again. I don't have the kind of hand I used to have. One step forward.
Distance. You know, one of my favorites. Exit 92.
Exit 92 radio.
Light touches my skin. I can see your face in the stars. The only form of communication that I have with you for now. Hope you don't feel like I gave up on you. Hope you don't feel like I don't care. Well, this has to be killing you. Maybe you're already dead from the wounds you acquired in this war. Please don't ask so hard. Feel the air that brushes my skin. I can hear your voice in the wind. It's the only form of communication that I have with you for now. Hope you don't feel like I gave up on you. Hope you don't feel like I don't care. Well, this has to be killing you. Maybe you're already dead from the wounds you acquired in this war. Please don't ask your Hope you don't feel like I gave up on you. Hope you don't feel like I don't care. Well, this has to be killing you. Maybe you're already dead from the wounds you acquired in this war. Please don't ask so hard.
Here's a track that was made famous in WWE for Justin Gabriel and I can't remember the other guy's name. It's their theme song together, Black or White by Bleeding in Stereo, only here on X92.
I'm the monster, I'm the creature that makes you keep this from me. I'm the master of disaster, yeah. I'm the one who can't be trusted. My intentions questioned daily, fighting over on display for the world to see. Regularly, not defensive. You're the writer, write the poem. If the rhymes, then it certainly must be true. Who am I to question your authority?
Welcome back to Real Merica Live on Exit 92 Radio with the Big Bad Boo Bear. I got here Green October and Frankie Cadillac with me to talk a little bit about sports tonight. And we're going to jump right into it. Green, you want to say hey before we get into it?
Hey, how's it going?
Alright, yeah. First off, we're going to start with Pete Rose. If you haven't heard, Pete Rose is possibly going to be inducted into, or is going to be inducted into the Cincinnati Reds Baseball Hall of Fame. Woo! Yeah, if you don't know who Pete Rose is, he got caught gambling years ago. What was it, the 80s?
I want to say it was 89. I think it was the 80s.
Yeah, well, the 80s, gambling against his own team to lose, and they banned him from the Major League Baseball. So what do you think about it, Veet? I think it's great that he's going to be inducted by Cincinnati, and I honestly think that he should be inducted by the Major League Baseball, league, however the fuck they call it. I'm not really sure. What do you think about it? Huh?
Cooperstown, that's the name of the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Fuck Cooperstown.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame.
Now, what do you think about it?
I think if the Reds want to do it, it's up to them. I mean, the people who own the team, that's their decision. I don't think he should be put into Cooperstown, because I think that gambling against your team, gambling on the game period while you're a part of it, but gambling against your own team that you're coaching, especially, that's just horrible. I don't think you should ever get to the Hall of Fame, because as a player, I mean, yes, he more than definitely deserves to be in, but I just think with the gambling thing that he did, he doesn't deserve it. I think there is a small part of there has to be some integrity in baseball, and like when it comes to the Hall of Fame, they're not putting players who were known to use steroids into it, like Roger Clemens and who was the other one? Roger Clemens and Jose Canseco and Mark McGwire. They're never going to get in because they use steroids. So I don't think they should let Pete Rose in because he gambled. I think what Pete Rose did is probably worse than what they did.
Well, I will agree there. I don't think steroids are that big of a deal, in my opinion.
I don't know. Why not take a shot in the fucking badonkadonk to get bigger muscles?
Exactly. It's you're the whole point of you playing the sport is to hit as hard as you possibly can, hit the ball farther than anybody else. That's how that's how you do your job better.
But then again, if you're playing baseball, okay, and you're making millions of dollars, and you know your team's gonna suck dick and lose, why not bet against them? Make more money.
Well, I mean, but still, gambling, it's unethical. It's unethical.
If gambling was
Exactly.
unethical, why the fuck would they have Vegas?
Well, it's not that gambling is unethical. It's that gambling on your own team against your own team.
What does it matter?
It's wrong.
If you know they're gonna lose anyway,
Because it's not that he knew they were going to lose. He was throwing the games. He was playing with them and throwing the games so that he would lose and then he would win $1 million. No, that's wrong. That's unethical. Oh my God. There's a great opinion from Frankie Cadillac. Anyways, no, I have to agree. I think that it is worse than steroids, but I still can't wholeheartedly say that he shouldn't be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. I mean, 4,256 hits. It doesn't beat Cal Ripken, but it is a great hit stat, isn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would think that he would deserve a berth in the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's happened to a lot of people. Chris Benoit, Pete Rose. I mean, Benoit kind of has a reason, but I mean, any wrestling fans know who Benoit is. But whatever, we're gonna move on. We don't have very many sports things to cover, including the Super Bowl and such. But I want to get to them. James Harrison thinking about retiring after they lost the AFC divisional game to the Broncos. What do you think about that? I think that Harrison should stay. I think that he still has another year in him, but, I mean, he's thinking about retiring, so, I mean, what do you think about it?
I think if he's healthy enough to keep playing and he feels like he can contribute, then he should definitely, stick around for another year. But if he feels that his body just isn't in tip-top shape and there's not much that he can offer the team, then yeah, I think it would be better for him to retire. But if he feels good and he can play, he can come back. I mean, he had a pretty good game in their divisional round loss to the Broncos.
Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't beat the Broncos. But, I mean, the rest of their year was actually pretty good. I didn't catch every game, but I caught a few, at least some of them. And I was watching Harrison real close, because I think this is his second year back from retirement, because he retired for like 1 year or something like that, and then came back and played again for the Steelers.
Let me ask the football encyclopedia right here.
I mean, do you know when he retired and came back, or?
I want to say he retired after the 2013 season and sat out 2014. Give me a second.
He'll find out, but I'll go ahead and keep talking while you're finding out. But yeah, like I said, I thought he left for a while, he came back, and then he ruled ass with the Steelers for a bit. I mean, even though they didn't go to the bowl, the last 2 years that he's been there, they have absolutely been destroying. I mean, as good as you can with the pussy-ass defensive rules they have nowadays. I mean, he can't play defense anymore. I mean, fuck, if you even get close to the quarterback, you blow on the quarterback after the ball has left his hand. Oh, roughing the passer. 20 yards.
You're not kidding.
I was watching that Minnesota Vikings game from a few weeks ago. I think it was the Vikings versus the Jaguars or something. I can't remember. And
oh, wait, hang on. I just got James Harrison. What? You could say he retired if you want to. What happened was after the 2012 season, he went to the Bengals for 1 year and then came back to the Steelers.
Oh, that's pretty much where I didn't even know he was around anymore. I thought he retired.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, Steelers, what a great season they had. They managed to beat A.J. McCarron and the Bengals in a playoff game.
Woo!
Not really.
Not really.
It's one of those things where if you beat them, since they beat them, they were supposed to. If they lost to them, it would have been just like
yeah, I think there have been like mass suicides in
really
Pittsburgh.
Anybody. I mean, the Bengals winning a playoff game, period, that hasn't happened since after the 1990 season.
I didn't know that ever happened at all. That's crazy.
Well, the Bengals actually did make 2 Super Bowls in the 80s.
That's like Ashley tried to. The beginning of the year, me and Ashley and Green October here were on the phone talking about the Super Bowl, the next Super Bowl, the 2015 season Super Bowl. And she predicted and swore up and down it was going to be the Browns winning the Super Bowl this year. And I was like, oh yeah.
I'll have what she's having.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, oh yeah, and the Cubs are going to go to the World Series. Which
they came close.
They did come close.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
I think it's going to be I think the Cardinals are going to win it. I think they're going to beat the Panthers, and I think they're going to beat
I don't think so.
It's the Panthers and the Cardinals?
Well, right now, it's the Panthers versus the Cardinals, and then the Patriots have to take on the Denver Broncos. Whoever wins out of those 2 games goes up against each other for the Super Bowl.
I hope to God the Broncos win.
Oh, fuck the Broncos. Well,
I do
fuck
too.
the Patriots.
I hope it's the Broncos and the Cardinals, but I have a feeling it's going to be the Patriots and the
I'm telling you, I think that Cam Newton is going to lead his team to the bowl and possibly destroy the Patriots.
I hope the Patriots get
I
it.
don't think the Patriots are ever going to lose another Super Bowl because Tom Coughlin just retired.
Maybe the Jaguars won the Super Bowl this year.
That's funny.
That's funny. What are you having?
How many wins did they have this year too?
3.
That was close.
What was their record at the end of the season, V?
5-11, I'm pretty sure.
Holy
5-11.
shit, that's fucking terrible.
Dude, see if they'd have won one more, they would have won the Super Bowl.
No, they wouldn't have.
That's not how that works.
No, it's not how that works at all. Fucking the Panthers, they went 15-1, 15-1.
Yep.
15-1, the Carolina Panthers.
See, how cool would that be if they got the Super Bowl?
I'd go for them if they went to the bowl. I don't care who. I could be against Steelers, and I still go for them. Just to see Jaguars win a Super Bowl.
How cool would it be to see Miami, and the Jaguars in the Super Bowl?
I don't think that can happen. I believe they're both.
No, yeah, because they both play in the AFC.
Yeah, they both play in the AFC.
Championship game. Fun fact, though, speaking of Jaguars and Dolphins, fun fact, kiddies, Dan Marino was a Hall of Fame quarterback. And what people don't remember is his last game as a player was a playoff game after the '99 season between the Jaguars and the Dolphins, and the Jaguars beat the Dolphins 62-7.
Did you just get that off the top of your head?
Dude,
I remember that. Yeah.
he's
Look it
NFLopedia.
up.
Do I have to fact check?
You can look it up. If you don't believe me, guys, look it up. 62-7.
Okay,
Jacksonville beat them
okay.
by 55.
We're gonna look at what was Dan Marino's last game. Dan Marino.
And Jimmy Johnson was coaching the Dolphins at that time, the former Cowboys coach, and that was his last game too.
We're gonna-
After getting beat 62-7 by the Jags, they were both like time to retire.
Yeah, that's it. NFL's last 62-7 game ended careers of Dan Marino and Jimmy Smith.
Bullshit.
Yep. It was the Jaguars versus the Dolphins.
Okay, Mr. Football Encyclopedia.
God, you have opened up a book.
When was Michael Vick's last game?
Michael Vick's last game?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it would be this last Steelers game because I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm talking about.
With the Falcons?
No, yes.
Oh, it was the last game of the 06 season because he got suspended he spent 07 and 08 in prison for his dog fighting thing.
When was Michael Vick's last game with the Falcons?
It was the last game of the 2006 season.
Yeah, no, I'm looking now. I believe I can't find an answer. Hold on. Warming up with the Eagles in September 09. No, that was 2006. Fucking! I told you, dude. He's an absolute
I
genius.
want to say the Falcons were 7-9 that year.
He's an nah, I don't think so. They
2006. I want to say they were 7-9.
they've never had that good of a record.
Oh shit! Atlanta Falcons are beast.
Yeah, they went to the Super Bowl once.
Yeah,
Falcons after the
fuck.
'98 season.
Thanks to Michael Vick.
The last time they went to the bowl was '98. It's now 2015.
Well,
16.
Yeah, '98 season, but like probably January of '89.
Yeah.
So?
They're that good. They're that good.
They're still better than fucking your team.
They're better than Pittsburgh. How many Super Bowl? Hold on a second. No. Mr. October there. How many Super Bowl wins does the Atlanta Falcons have?
Me?
Huh?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
They've never won one.
Okay, now how many Super Bowl wins does the Pittsburgh Steelers have?
6. They've won more than any other team.
Oh, damn. What was that? 0 and then 6?
How are you even a Steelers fan when you're in fucking Florida?
Because
you jump a bandwagon or what?
I'm a Giants fan.
Yeah, he's a Giants fan. He lives in Mississippi.
Yeah, but come on, you fucking New York. Just shut up. You're irrelevant.
Mississippi is nowhere near New York. It's the furthest thing from.
Dude, his dad fucking shot JFK. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, good point. Still, Mississippi is like there's like 2 cousins that run the college there.
Oh well, Atlanta Falcons will be better any day of the year than fucking the Steelers.
Dude, they've like went up against each other a bunch of times, and every single time they've lost.
No.
Okay, well, what are we talking about?
Sorry.
That's right. You're good.
No, yeah. I wanted to get back on track here before we lost our time because he doesn't have a lot of time. No,
I got time.
I thought you said you didn't have a lot of time.
See, so shut up.
No, I got time.
Okay. Well, anyways then, dude, the Atlanta Falcons, in my opinion, would no way ever defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers, and there's no way.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have.
I think if the Falcons and the Steelers both made the Super Bowl next year, I think the Falcons would actually win.
It depends on who's at quarterback for the Steelers. If they've got Big Ben,
Ryan's a lot younger than Ben Roethlisberger.
if they've got Big Ben in the quarterback position still, then there's a good chance that Atlanta will win. But if they got a newer, younger, fresh,
I don't know why I don't understand why the Steelers don't like Ben. You're in the playoffs every year. He's won 2 Super Bowls. He's been to 3. He's a good quarterback.
it's about time to change it up, man. I mean, Big Ben has been there for what, 10 years? 11 years?
This was his, let's see, 11th season. No, hang on. This was his 12th season.
12th season. He came in right after what? Corey Batch or Casey Batch or something?
Charlie Batch was the backup before Ben was there, but he was also the backup during Ben's early years.
Okay, and he's been there forever. It's time to change it up, get a new guy in there.
Well, it might be time to draft another one, but Roethlisberger's still very productive. And
Fuck Roethlisberger's dick. Isn't he the one that got caught in the parking lot sucking a
No,
dick?
that's Cordell Stewart. Way back when. God, can't never let that one down. Fucking Slash was the shit, man.
Sucking dick in a parking lot.
Cordell Stewart was one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Sucking dick in a parking lot.
That Nick, he was a horrible passer, don't even lie.
Shut the fuck up, Vito. Shut the fuck up.
Passer. He was a good runner. He was an awful quarterback. Awful. He kept the Steelers from winning 3 Super Bowls. Are you kidding?
Oh, yeah, Neil McDonald. My God.
If they think about this. This is what drives me insane. I've recently, the Giants just promoted Ben McAdoo, their offensive coordinator, to be their head coach. I wanted them to go out and get Bill Cowher, the old Steelers coach.
Yeah.
This is where it ties into, because I've heard a lot of arguments with people that are like, oh, Bill Cowher's record in the AFC Championship game was horrible. He only won a Super Bowl with Ben. I'm like, yeah, you're right. He only won one with Ben. But do you realize with Neil O'Donnell and Cordell Stewart as his quarterback, he got to 4 AFC Championship games with those two guys. Won one of them and almost won the Super Bowl against the Cowboys with Neil O'Donnell. The only thing preventing Bill Cowher from having a fistful of rings was Neil O'Donnell and Cordell Stewart.
Well,
if you didn't have Roethlisberger in the 90s or anybody close to that, they would have been a dynasty again.
Well, honestly, I think
Cowher is an amazing coach. I wish the Giants would have gotten him out of retirement, but he's been out of the game for like 10 years. He enjoys doing what he does by this way. That's cool.
I think that Jerome Bettis had more of a, would you stop spraying me? That's actually stuff. Now I shouldn't have very much left.
Well, Bettis that year was actually like the second string running back when they won after the 05.
You look like
Clark, I think, was the starting running back.
Fucking Frankie over here is spraying me with like glitter perfume shit.
He looks like Twilight.
David Bowie died. That is not a way to celebrate his death.
Stop! Damn it, man.
Okay, Frank Cadillac out. You take it easy.
You out of here? Alright, take care, man.
Go change your motor oil.
I got something you want me to change, baby.
Oh. Anyways, I think that Bettis had a lot to do with it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from Big Ben. The guy has done a lot of great work with the Steelers when he had great receivers, when he had a great defensive line and offensive line. But come on, we let's be realistic here. Jerome Bettis carried them to the Super Bowl that year. Maybe not as much as.
I disagree. That year was more Willie Parker and their defense than a couple of timely plays by Hines Ward.
Yeah, Willie Parker did a good job as well, but I mean, without the.
Well, I mean, Bettis was like the heart and soul of that team, though, so I see where you're going with that.
Without the guidance from Jerome Bettis, they wouldn't have made it, I don't think.
Bettis was good.
Bettis was better than good. Don't try and be coy like that. Bettis was probably, and I'm being 100% honest here, I think he was probably, maybe not the, but one of the greatest fullbacks, halfbacks of all time. He was one of the greatest power backs. He was.
Yeah, he was definitely one of the greatest power backs. I'd still say, I'd take Walter Payton as the best Walter Payton
whatever.
Back any day of the week.
How the
Emmitt Smith was just a product of that awesome offensive line establishment. I can't stand when people try. There's more rushing yards than anybody else. My grandmother could have picked up 1,600 yards behind the 90s offensive line they had in Dallas. I mean, come on.
Are you fucking insane? Are you serious right now? Are you trying to sit here and tell me that Walter Payton or fucking whoever that other Brown guy you said, Jim Brown, who played with the Browns, is better than Jerome the Bus Bettis?
Yes, I would.
You're fucking nuts.
They were both in the Hall of Fame before Bettis even started playing, I believe.
You are fucking nuts. There's no way, dude. There's no way. Walter Payton couldn't run over motherfuckers like Bettis could.
You're right, he would run around them constantly.
Who cares about running around them? It's all about running their asses down.
I think Walter Payton actually has more rushing yards than, he has more rushing yards than Jerome Bettis. Walter Payton, I think it's more impressive that Walter Payton did it because he played at a time where he was the Bears' offense. Everyone knew he was going to get the ball and they still couldn't stop him.
Okay, but he also played in a time where the defense of the Steelers, or not the defense of the Steelers, but the defense of the NFL
was playing against better defenses than Jerome Bettis was.
Did he run over fucking Urlacher? Did he run over Urlacher?
He ran around Lawrence Taylor and Reggie White and guys like Hall of Famers.
Ooh, Lawrence Taylor. Come on, Lawrence Taylor wasn't that good.
Lawrence Taylor's the best defensive player of all time. Who you bullshit?
What the fuck are you talking about? Jack Lambert's the best defensive player of all time. We already know that.
Offensive. You know why the left tackle lines up the way they do now?
Why?
Because of Lawrence Taylor.
Because of Lawrence Taylor.
Yes, because Lawrence Taylor would come around the side of the split that the tackles used to have and would just maul the quarterback. So Joe Gibbs, who was the coach of the Redskins, came up with this brilliant scheme to have this left tackle line up a certain way, come off the line of scrimmage angled so that way they could block Lawrence Taylor, and it still didn't work.
Lawrence Taylor
changed the way the game was played offensively. He ran the I formation. People couldn't run the I formation in the NFL when he was there because he would. Well, not only would Lawrence Taylor run through two people and nail the quarterback, he would. I'll often send you the tape sometimes. There's footage of him against the Saints when the Saints run a play out of the I formation on the right side of the field. Lawrence Taylor's lined up on the left. He runs across the line of scrimmage and tackles the Saints running back for a loss of yards. That is insanity for a linebacker to be that fast and that strong. He was a freak of nature.
But still, though, I mean...
Nick, he ran an I formation out of the league, and he changed the way the offensive tackles lined up.
Jack Lambert was better.
There's no way in hell.
Jack Lambert, dude, I'm telling you, you put the 70, I think it was the 73.
Compare, we also got to look at this. Who did Jack Lambert play alongside? Compare that to the people Lawrence Taylor played alongside. Lawrence Taylor played alongside only one other Hall of Fame defensive player while he played. That was Harry Carson, linebacker. Jack Lambert was on a team that was loaded defensively and offensively.
Yeah, good point. Okay, here's a little fantasy matchup for you. I know we've talked about this stuff before, but since I got you here, might as well do it. Here's a little fantasy matchup. We're going to try and do this every so often. 73 Steelers versus, I think Lawrence Taylor was on...
73 Steelers actually did make it to the Super Bowl. The Dolphins did.
Oh, that's right. You're right. 74 then, wasn't it?
74 and 75, yeah.
We'll say the
74, 75, 78, 78.
Yeah, we'll say the 74 Steelers take on the Giants with the Lawrence Taylor, which was what, the 85?
And Lawrence Taylor played from 86 was the best Giants team.
Okay, so we'll say the 86.
Fun fact, Lawrence Taylor is the last defensive player to win the NFL MVP award. After the 86 season, the Giants were 14-2. He had like 20 and a half sacks, 20 sacks.
Hold on.
No defensive player has come close since then.
Maybe not have come close, but there has been another defensive player who's won the NFC MVP, or AFC MVP.
No, NFL defensive player, I'm talking about the NFL MVP award, like the best player in the league. He was the last defensive player to do it, and only one other one, I think, won it.
I think Polamalu won it in 05.
Alan Page, I think, the old Minnesota Vikings purple people leading guy.
I'm pretty sure Polamalu won it in 05.
No, that's defensive player of the year. I'm talking about NFL most valuable player, the MVP of the league.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor won that as a linebacker. That is insane.
Oh my God, Lawrence Taylor worship. Okay, the 86 Giants take on the 73
Lawrence Taylor
Steelers.
was in the water boy. Your argument is irrelevant.
The 73 Steelers take on the 86 Giants. Give me a quarter-to-quarter breakdown, layman's term, shorthand, of how you think it would go, honestly. Not biased because you're a Steelers or you're a Giants fan. I'll give you my opinion after you're done.
And the final score would probably be like 7-3 or 7-6 Steelers.
You say Steelers. Now, why do you say Steelers?
Yeah, because the Steelers had a better offense. The Giants' offense was crap with the Lawrence. The fact that the Giants won 2 Super Bowls and their quarterbacks at that time in those games were Phil Simms and Jeff Hostetler is amazing.
Well, I was gonna say Steelers too, trying not to be biased, but mine was honestly.
No, you're right. The Steelers would have won. I mean, on offense, the Steelers had Terry Bradshaw, Lynn Swann, Franco Harris, 3 Hall of Famers. But Lawrence Taylor didn't have any offensive players who he played with that went to the Hall of Fame. Not one.
Now we both know the '86 Steelers versus the '86 Giants.
Oh my God, the Giants would have killed them here, but they would have annihilated. It would have been like 44-3.
Yeah, I know that much. I do.
Ask the 49ers about the '86 Giants. Kiddies who don't know, the 49ers played the Giants in the playoff that year, and the Giants beat them 49-3.
Oh yeah. Well, who was
Lawrence Taylor? In that game, Lawrence Taylor scored more points than the San Francisco offense. The 49ers got 3 points. Lawrence Taylor had a pick 6 in that game.
So? Didn't Lawrence Taylor break somebody's leg?
Joe Theismann, yep.
Oh God. How do you associate with each other? Because I think they both work together, right, on ESPN.
Sometimes they'll do they'll talk about the game and they'll go on there and talk about it, but that's really about it. Like, yeah, apparently they're friends to this day, but I don't know.
You got to think
somebody probably told there was cocaine inside Joe Theismann's leg.
Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh fuck. There's not actually cocaine in here.
That's just bone marrow.
Oh damn it. Oh, somebody get him help. Get this white boy some help.
No, it was sad. As soon as you'll watch the footage of that when it happened. Lawrence Taylor, right after sacking him, he realized what happened when he did it. He got up and he put his hands on his helmet and was freaking out, waving to the trainers to come onto the field because he knew as soon as he tackled him that it broke. His leg snapped.
I didn't mean to hit him that hard, coach.
Yeah, it was an accident. He wasn't a dirty play at all. He grabbed him up high, pulled him down to the ground, and it's the way that.
I know.
Underneath Taylor snapped it.
Besides his coke problem, really, I don't think he would actually do it on purpose.
No.
Fucking now, you want to talk about defensive players? I know we're sticking with the Giants here, but one of my all-time favorite defensive players was Mike Strahan. I mean, honestly.
Oh, Michael Strahan was a beast.
Michael Strahan, the man who talked like Mike Tyson but hit like the refrigerator.
You're not kidding. He might not have been able to beat the letter S, but he beat the hell out of the undefeated Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yes, he did. And I'm not the biggest Giants fan.
Let me chase Brady down. It was fantastic.
I'm not the biggest Giants fan in the world, but Strahan was a great player. He was on a good team. Eli Manning, Michael Strahan, I think Tiki Barber? Tiki
Barber actually left after the '06 season, and on his way out the door, he badmouthed the Giants and said Coughlin was a horrible coach and Eli wasn't a good leader, and that it was comical trying to watch Eli lead the team. Tiki Barber retired after the '06 season. Very next year, Eli Manning and Mike Strahan won the Super Bowl. It was fantastic. It was like, eat crow, Tiki.
Didn't he come back for a little bit?
Barber tried to, but he tried out with the Buccaneers, but they didn't sign him. Nobody would sign him.
Yeah, I remember Rondé played with the Buccaneers, didn't he?
Yeah, Rondé played with the Bucs.
Rondé Barber, that guy.
He was good. He was awesome.
They were both great players.
Brothers were great players.
They were both great.
Rondé, I think, is a lot to go to the Hall of Fame, or should be. He won't ever get in there. He didn't play long enough, but I think he should be in there because he's one of only, I think, 2 or 3 running backs to ever have over 10,000 yards rushing, like 5,000 yards receiving.
You know what surprised the fuck out of me since we're on running backs? I had picked up the Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl anniversary booklet that came out a few years ago, and when they were talking about the All-Star team, when they had said who should be picked for the All-Star team, they did not have Jerome Bettis listed as the halfback at all. They had Franco Harris, and they had somebody else, but Bettis was not even on the backups, and it really surprised the fuck out. Yeah, no, I was surprised, because Franco Harris.
This was better than Franco Harris, honestly.
That's the biggest question in Steelers fans, I think, is Franco Harris better than Jerome Bettis? I think it's a tie.
Without question, Bettis was so much better. And Franco, like I said, with Franco Harris, I mean, you could make the argument that he was just an average running back, but he just played on a team that was loaded with talent.
Yeah, you could make that argument.
Bettis, other than Roethlisberger and maybe Hines Ward, those are the only players you could argue should be in the Hall of Fame that he played with.
Well, but I still think that Bettis was good, and just like your argument against Bettis with Walter Payton, see, Franco didn't have to run people over. I think it was more of Franco would do it just when he had to, but when he did, most of the time it was just dancing around the guys. Now, Jerome, he was a great power back. He was a specific power back, and I mean, what he did was he ran fuckers over, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that, I think that, honestly, in the long run, Franco could outrun Bettis. I think Franco is faster. And that's a great skill in football. So I have to sit here and say I could understand Franco being the starting halfback in the all-time team, but I think Jerome Bettis would be second string 100%.
Definitely.
There's no way he should have been listed. I actually got so pissed off about it, I wrote him in with a pen. I grabbed a pen and wrote Jerome Bettis second string, crossed out whoever the fuck was there.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, now I remember they had Franco Harris and Johnny Blood McNally as the second halfback, second string.
I would have taken Bettis in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and I'm like, McNally's from way back, but I mean, he's from like 1935 or some shit. But, he was a good halfback. I watched a few of the old games on YouTube and such, but still, I would have picked Bettis over McNally any day.
Oh, definitely. Fun fact, kiddies, Jerome Bettis played with a running back at Notre Dame in college. He was on a Notre Dame team that beat Florida in the Sugar Bowl one year.
Yeah. Fuck you, Florida.
He was a gainer killer in college. Woo!
Yes, sir. That's why I like him. Oh, speaking of Gator killers, have we heard any news on Timmy Tebow?
I haven't heard any news about him. As far as I know, he's just doing ESPN stuff now.
Well, I know that you aren't the biggest fan of Tim Tebow.
No, I was not.
I get that. There's nothing wrong with not being a fan of Tim Tebow, but I talked to a few people that made me kind of change my outlook on the whole situation with Tebow, because he was never given quite the biggest chance to prove himself in Denver.
Oh, I agree. I think there are some NFL teams he can still play good for.
Yeah, me too. I mean, he never was given the best.
As a passer, he wasn't. As a passer, he wasn't very good, but he won games. That's why I don't care if you can only complete 50% of your passes and throw 10 touchdowns, 7 picks. If you can win games, you should absolutely be a quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think he can. I think that he can win games.
Oh, I agree. He can come out of retirement right now and probably play better for the Houston Texans than Brian Hoyer did that playoff game. You see that disaster?
Or David Carr, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, Tebow is better than Carr.
That's for sure.
Nobody can hold a clipboard like David Carr does. Good backup quarterback.
You ain't fucking kidding. His brother's doing good, though. His brother is doing pretty good.
Yeah, Derek is turning the quite. I think Derek and the Raiders are actually going to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, his brother is turning some heads out in Oakland. He's with Oakland, correct? I believe he's with Oakland.
Yep, he is.
Yeah. He's turning some heads out there. Last time I read, they had a good season this year. They just, they're not going to make it to the bowl, but at least this year. But they still had a good season.
Oh, definitely. They were I think 7-9. I think the Raiders are going to go 9-7 or 10-6 this next year, get a wild card spot, and I think they're going to win a wild card playoff game. They really do.
Well, October.
Got a lot of good young talent. They got Amari Cooper.
Oh yeah, they got a lot of good talent. There's a lot of fresh talent coming, but
Khalil Mack, the linebacker. They have a guy named Khalil Mack who played college at the University of Buffalo small school, and he actually won first team All-Pro this year at 2 different positions. He's insane. He's a great defensive player.
Well, what do you think is going to happen to Derek though if he doesn't provide here next season or so? Because Oakland has a notorious little quirk about them, about how they are to the players if they don't provide in one season. Oakland's very impatient. The city and the coaches.
Oh, I think that, yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of that was just Al Davis in his later years. He would just, lost control of the team and going out and signing players to crazy contracts and players who weren't very good, just drafting bad players. But I think with Jack Del Rio there, they're in good. Del Rio is not the greatest coach in the world. Don't get me wrong. Coach, if you want to get a coach who can at least get your team back to respectability, be competitive, Del Rio's the guy. And I think Del Rio's going to do that in Oakland. They're not going to win a Super Bowl by any means, but they're going to at least contend for a wild card playoff spot.
That would be, we're fixing to have to go, but that would be absolutely phenomenal if Del Rio took Oakland to the bowl.
He could. They got a good young team. I think, give it honestly, 3 seasons, Oakland will be an AFC champion in an AFC championship game.
All right. Well, that was Green October, and I'm Big Bad Boo Bear. We're going to take a quick break and be back live here on Exit 92. Hope you enjoyed this session of Sporting Hard with me in October here, and we'll be back very soon. Keep it locked in.
Radio.
From West Side to Worldwide, Exit 92.
That's right, everybody. We're still here on Exit 92. Next up, we got 2 tracks. One is from Jason Reese, Zach Brown, and Tom Morello at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then we got a cover of Ace of Spades from Leo Mar and Rocky Oli. And then we'll be back here live on Real America Live. Play it.
I'm born in Chicago in 1941. I'm born in Chicago in 1941. Well, my father said, son, let it get done. Well, my first man went down at 17 years old. Well, my first man went down when I was 17 years old.
Exit 92 Radio.
Exit 92 Radio.
It's all the same to me. The pleasure is to play, makes no difference what you say. I don't share your greed, the only card I need is the ace of spades, the ace of spades. For the high one, dancing with the devil, going with the flow, it's all a game to me. Seven or 11, snake eyes watching you. Double up or quit, double take or split, the ace of spades, the ace of spades. I'm born to lose, and gambling's for fools, but that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. And don't forget to talk.
Exit 92 Radio.
Up the ante, I know you gotta see me. Remember me, the dead man's had again. I see it in your eyes. Take one look and die. The only thing you see, you know it's gonna be the ace of spades, the ace of spades.
It's the Big Bad Boo Bear from Exit 92 Radio. Do you live in the northeastern Florida area? Maybe you live in the southeastern Georgia area. If you're having any major car issues, there's only one place to take it, and that's Mark's Automotives here in Hilliard, Florida. Yeah, that's right, Mark's Automotives. The genius with the wrenches in his hands does everything under the sun. All the normal oil change, brakes, and all that, as well as auto computer programming, manufacturer updates, engine diagnostics, whole engine rebuilds, transmissions, brakes, cooling systems, and heat and AC. He can do about anything you want him to, and he does it all with an affordable price. So if you're in this area and you're having any car problems, stop on by Mark's Automotive. You can find them at 551645 US Highway 1, Hilliard, Florida, 32046. Give them a call beforehand at 904-845-2166 and tell them the Big Bad Boo Bear sent you.
Exit 92 Radio.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to Exit 92 Radio. Sorry about that dead air there. I had sort of a technical issue. Don't know what the fucking problem was. Damn it. What are you doing? No idea. Hold on. There we go. Had to get that shit together, you know what I mean? Can't be not having that shit together. You gotta have your shit together. God, yeah. Anyways. Alright, so the first, because we've been doing a lot of interviews. Me and Vito did our sports thing, and I've had some music and stuff going. So I really haven't gotten to Real America Live until just now. And the first thing I want to cover is the biggest thing all over the internet right now, and that is Jada Pinkett Smith and this Oscars issue. Yeah, fucking A. The Oscars are lighting up Facebook, Yahoo, the news everywhere. Because Jada Pinkett Smith and a group of other actors are boycotting. Now, real quick, before we get started, I have a clip I want to play, and I'm going to let you know now that this clip is extremely explicit. The only reason I'm playing it is because I had a really good friend of mine who was very, very pissed off about this whole Oscars thing, and she had some stuff she wanted to say, and it's not necessarily the opinions of Exit 92. Let me throw that out there for you, but it's just the opinion of a friend, and she wanted to throw it out there. She wanted everyone to know how she felt, and so she asked if she used my platform, and I told her sure, whatever. I didn't quite know this is what was going to come out, but it did. So once again, X92 does not share the same opinions as the clip here, but yeah, this is what somebody feels like right now about this whole Oscars thing.
Exit 92 Radio.
Now go. No, this shit pisses me off. I just want to put this out here, okay? For real, do we tell black people how to play basketball?
No.
No, okay? No. Do we tell black people how to sing their rap music?
No.
No. Do we tell black people how to live like black people?
No.
No. Do we tell black people how to do anything that is predominantly black people?
No.
Okay? No. Because that would be racist. It'd be racist for me to tell Jigaboo Child to pull his pants up. It would be racist for me to sit there and be like, oh, you only have one white man on your basketball team, and he's only 5'5". That's racist. We don't do that because it's racist. When a white person tells a black person that they're being wrong because there's not enough white people in their black people field, that's racist. But a black man can bitch because not enough black people have won an Oscar. Well, I'm sorry. The white people's been acting since what, the early 1900s? If we don't count plays. If we only count motion pictures. Okay? Black people's been acting since when? And I'm talking about legitimately acting. I'm not talking about throwing a black person in the back holding the fucking road swaying to some Negro spiritual music. I'm talking about legitimately. Why are you laughing at me? I'm being serious. I'm talking legitimately acting in a predominant role in a predominant film. What? 40 years? 50? Maybe? And you just expect your numbers to be right there with ours because of the color of your skin? Fucking work for it.
It's more like 80.
The fuck? Who cares? They're black. No, I'm just playing. Fucking. But, I mean, seriously, man. If we don't include a black person in every single thing we do, we're being racist. Well, you know what? Last time I checked, there's not a whole lot of motherfuckers on fucking Def Jam. There's not a whole lot of motherfuckers in predominantly black sports. There's no motherfuckers on blackpeoplemeet.com. But that's not racist. Guarantee if I started a fucking group on the internet that said whitebitchesmeet.com, please, no African Americans, I'd be a racist bitch. But I guarantee if I went and signed up with blackpeoplemeet.com, oh, but you're white, sweetie. We can't have no snowflake on our website. I mean, it heats me up. Like, it really makes me heated. Not everything a white person does is fucking racist.
Exit 92 Radio.
So, oh man, so yeah, that was her opinion on this whole Oscars thing. Woo, I'm not laughing at that because that would mean that we agreed. No, I don't agree at all, at all. Anyways. But yeah, that's her opinion on it, and I mean, I've got some more clips. I don't know if I have any more clips on that to play. I have some more later on. But this is what the actual article says. After hinting at a boycott this weekend, Jada Pinkett Smith said today she plans to sit out the 88th Academy Awards, which will be broadcast on ABC on February 28th. The actress whose husband Will Smith was an Oscar nominee contender for the role in NFL football drama Concussion, said in a Facebook video she was disappointed by the lack of diversity in Oscar nominations. Begging for acknowledgement or even asking to be nominated diminishes dignity, she said in the video. It diminishes power, and we are dignified people, and we are powerful. And let's not forget it. So let the Academy do them with all grace and love, and let's do us differently. Pinkett Smith, 44, who also had a message for this year's host, Chris Rock. Chris, I will not be at the Academy Awards, and I won't be watching, but I can't think of a better man to do the job at hand this year than you, my friend. Still, Rock, 50, isn't afraid to take a critical look at this year's awards either. He tweeted last week the Oscars, the white BET Awards. Now, let me stop you right there, Mr. Rock. Of course, you all probably aren't listening. You probably wouldn't be listening after that last clip, but let's just, be uncanny here for a minute. You realize that is an oxymoron, my friend. Black Entertainment Awards is on the Black Entertainment Channel. I really don't even want to go. I don't really want to explain this. I mean, the white BET Awards. I mean, you're basically counteracting your point with the same point that I'm going to make. You got BET. You got BET Awards. I mean, that's not really a point. I'm just saying, even if, let's just say, the Oscars and the Academy Awards had a sign on it that said specifically for white people, you really couldn't be pissy because you got BET Awards, which we may not say it, but literally are specifically for African American actors, and but whatever. We'll keep going. Pinkett Smith initially tweeted Saturday asking her nearly 900,000 followers, should people of color refrain from participating altogether? It appears Pinkett Smith is taking a page from her husband's playbook. Will Smith, 47, along with DJ Jazzy Jeff, led a boycott of the Grammys in 1989 when it refused to televise the rap category in which they won. Pinkett Smith isn't the only star to boycott this year. Spike Lee also announced, which nobody cares, today that he won't be attending the awards show despite being honored with an honorary trophy last year. I would like to thank President Cheryl Boone Isaacs and the Board of Governors of the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences for awarding me an honorary Oscar this past November. I am most appreciative, he wrote on Instagram next to a photo of the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. However, my wife, Miss Tanya Lewis Lee, and I will not be attending the Oscar ceremony this coming February. We cannot support it, and mean no disrespect to my friends, host Chris Rock and producer Reggie Hudlin, President Isaacs, and the Academy. Lee 58 added, it's no coincidence I'm writing this as we celebrate our 30th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. For too many years, when the Oscar nominations are revealed, my office phone is on hit me out. Alright, this is something we need to get clear. It's not only the dumb actors who are boycotting the Academy Awards, but not only the most likely a lot of dumb fans who are just following them along, acting pissed off, when in reality most of them probably aren't. They just want to seem more PC, I suppose. This goes out to all you guys. Hold on. It's gotta be dramatic enough for it. This really goes out to all you guys. You're fucking morons. I just wanted to make sure you could hear me perfectly. And, yeah, I just wanted to, you're a fucking idiot. You wanna know why you're a fucking idiot? The reason you're a fucking idiot is because obviously there's a problem. Not enough African American people are being nominated for Academy and Oscar nominee awards. You want to know why? Because their movies fucking suck. It's not a race thing, it's just a fact. Alright? Look, the 4 or 5 African Americans who have had the chance to win nominee and actually win the award: Denzel Washington, Sidney Poitier. Yes, that's always a hard word. Jamie Foxx, Halle Berry. These 4 actors are some of the greatest actors to ever walk onto a set. Denzel Washington. How many movies? I don't know very much about Sidney Poitier, I will say. I don't. I know, basically from what I've read about him, that he's just, one of the greatest actors ever. Halle Berry, Swordfish, Monsters Ball. She has done so many good fucking movies. No wonder she has an award. Alright, Will Smith. I don't know if he's ever won an Oscar or an Academy Award. If he hasn't, that's a shame, because I think he's, due for one. But I don't think him not winning is some kind of race thing. It's just he didn't have the best movies in the world this past year. I mean, come on, get the fuck off of it. This isn't a race thing. All you actors out there who are boycotting this because, you're black and you believe that, oh, well, they just don't like black people. It has nothing to do with that. Do better movies. Jada Pinkett Smith, when's the last time you even did a fucking movie? I mean, come on. Hold on, we're gonna find that out right now. I want to know when the last time you even did a fucking movie was. Because, I mean, maybe if it was soon or not, if it wasn't, I never even fucking heard of it. Because, it was really that bad. You know what I mean? Let's go take a look. Let's go to Wikipedia. Jada Pinkett Smith, born September 18th, 71. The last movie you did, okay, fine. You did, the last movie you did was Bad Moms. No, you're doing that right now. Bad Moms is in filming right now. The last movie you did was Magic Mike XXL, and that movie fucking sucked. Yeah, I seen the first one. I liked the first one. The second one was terrible. You ruined that movie. And then Madly Madagascar. What the fuck is this? I haven't even seen. What is this? Direct to DVD? Yes. Direct to DVD. It was a short film that you did. Man, come on. Seriously? You think you deserve an Oscar? Honestly, no. No, you don't. You don't deserve an Oscar for either one of those two fucking movies. Alright? So, yeah, get the fuck off of it. And your husband, Will, I have not got to see Concussion. I like Will Smith. I think he's a great actor. But if Concussion sucked, it sucked. There's nothing you can do about that. Actors have bad movies. That doesn't change from white to black. White fucking actors have bad movies too. Black fucking actors have bad movies too. You think just because you're black, everybody's gonna go see your fucking movie so they don't seem racist? Oh, Will Smith's in the new movie. We have to go see it. If we don't go see it, people are gonna call us racists. Like, seriously? Come on, it's fucking stupid. You're a fucking moron. Get the fuck off your high horse. Come back down to fucking earth with the rest of us. Direct to DVD, don't get Oscars. You want it in fucking layman's terms, as simple as I can get for you. Direct to DVD does not get Oscars. I mean, fuck, even the last couple good movies you remember were Matrix. I mean, Madagascar don't count. It's a kids movie. You win an Oscar for Madagascar, then this world has really went down the shitter. But, come on. The Matrix. I mean, that was the last good movie I ever seen you in. It wasn't even that good. Spike Lee, shut the fuck up. Nobody even knows who you are anymore, okay? I barely know who you are. You know what fucking movies you did. Jesus. But yeah, it's ridiculous what this country has gone to, to get attention, man, to get attention. Everything's a race car, man, everything. But thankfully there have been intelligent women and men on the side of reason, including one Miss Felicia Rashad, who stood up. Now, if you don't remember Felicia Rashad was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I believe. And I'm trying to get her clip right now. Felicia Rashad. No, wait. No, she wasn't. She was on the Cosby Show. Damn it. Reaction to Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah, I had the thing. I had a clip earlier and I lost it, so I'm trying to get it back in. But not Felicia Rashad. Excuse me. It was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air actress just ripped Jada Pinkett Smith a new one over her boycott of the Oscars. And it's Janet Hubert. Yes, Janet Hubert it was. I'm going to get that clip for us to play because I think that, somebody needs to take her down a peg. And it's even better coming from a fellow black actress. Because, I mean, come on. This is ridiculous, Jada. Come on. The Spike Lee, Jada. Whoopi Goldberg, I think, has joined in. I'm not sure if she's boycotting with them or not, but if she is, come on, damn it. Like, this is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. It has nothing to do with race. It has all to do with did you do a good movie or not. Sorry, your movie sucks. They're not just going to give you an award. That's the last thing in the world that has, does not do the participation trophy. And we need to keep it that way, for fuck's sake. I mean, everything else has turned into a participation trophy. I don't want my movies to start turning into shit, and everybody getting every fucking award, and nobody making anything better than what they made last year. Because as long as they participate, they'll get a fucking award and some money. That's not what I want. But here it is, Janet Hubert's response to Jada Pinkett Smith and her boycott.
Actress Janet Hubert coming to you, not in a post, but sort of in a post. And I gotta say, I've been trying to figure out, do I really want to do this? And yeah, I do. Today being the celebration of Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday and hitting 60 years old, I'm at that point where I'm like, I don't give a kitty. I want to say something about Jada Pinkett Smith asking other actors, black actors and actresses, to boycott the Oscars. First of all, Miss Thing, does your man not have a mouth of his own with which to speak? And the second thing is...
Hold on, oh shit! She just told your ass, bitch!
Girlfriend, there's a lot of shit going on in the world that you all don't seem to recognize. People are dying. Our boys are being shot left and right. People are hungry. People are starving. People are trying to pay bills. And you talk about some motherfucking actors in Oscars. And it just ain't that deep. And here's the other thing. For you to ask other actors and other blackstresses and black actors to jeopardize their career, and they're standing in a town that you know damn well, you don't do that. And here's the other thing, they don't care. They don't care. And I find it ironic that somebody who has made their living and made millions and millions of dollars from the very people that you're talking about boycotting, just because you didn't get a nomination, just because you didn't win, that is not the way life works, baby. Okay? And it's very suspect to me. And I seem to recall, 20, maybe 6, 7 years ago, 25, whatever it was. Look, I don't even remember, but I seem to remember at option time coming to you and saying, you know what, Will, you're the star of the show. Why don't we all get together? And with you, maybe we could get a little raise. Maybe the network, since, the show is such a hit, and you being the star of the show, your influence would help us greatly, like they did on Friends, like white shows do. Remember that? Do you remember that? Because I do. And your response to me was, my deal is my deal, and y'all's deal is y'all's deal. Well, karma must be a bitch, because now here you are.
Hold on, I just have to do it again. Oh shit! She just fucking told your ass too, Will. Oh shit!
Here you are, you've had a few flops. And there are those out there who really deserved a nod, and Idris Elba was one of them. Lord have mercy. Beast of No Nation was incredible. That man is an incredible actor. You are not. Maybe you didn't deserve a nomination. I didn't think, frankly, you deserved a Golden Globe nomination with that accent, but you got one. And just because the world don't go the way you want it to go, doesn't mean that you can go out and then you start asking people to stand up and sing "We Shall Overcome" for you. You ain't Barack and Michelle Obama. And y'all need to get over yourselves. You have a huge production company that you only produce your friends, your family, and yourself. So you are a part of Hollywood. You are a part of the system that is unfair to other actors. So get real. Now, for those of you who say, Miss Huber, here she go, being bitter. Bitches, please. It's not about being bitter. It's about being right. You know, some of us got mortgages to pay, we got bills to pay, we got bigger shit to worry about than the Oscars. The only Oscar I care about right now is Oscar Mayer Wiener with mustard and relish. And on that note, Blacktress Janet Hubert signing off. Peace.
From West Side to worldwide.
Exit 92 Radio.
Yeah. Miss Janet Hubert telling Jada where she could stick it. There's really nothing more to say on that. You know, that's honestly what I would have said in a nutshell. So thank you. You know, that was a great clip from Janet Hubert. I'm so glad she did that clip. If I could talk to her, I would say that. You know, I'm not really a big fan of Obama, you know, whatever, but still, thank you, Miss Janet Hubert. Now, speaking of Martin Luther King Jr., happy birthday to him. We do have some news on that. Oh, real quick. I caught something during the clip that I was playing. Want to announce to all you guys, all you wrestling fans, a little bad news for you. Jerry the King Lawler just got into a head-on collision with another vehicle. I only have a little bit of news right now, and that is that he's okay. His girlfriend, a little banged up, but he is okay. He's just a little hurt. I think he fucked his knee up or something like that. His face is swollen up. But as of right now, I think he's in a hospital in Nashville or something. He is fine, but just thought I'd throw it out there yet. Head-on collision with another vehicle. God, that man is like a fucking Terminator. He has a heart attack during the show one night, and then, you know, he gets in this car accident. Yeah. But Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a day that often brings up a lot of discussions about what the country looked like back during King's life and what it looks like now regarding race relations. While we have made great strides over the last few decades, in many ways, America is more divided than we have ever been. A big reason for that has been the violent, responsible actions coming from the far left, like the Black Lives Matter movement, and race baiters like Al Sharpton. Martin Luther King Jr.'s son, Martin Luther King III, has some words for those people who think that his father would have condoned violence to make a point. I think this is going to be good right here. On the holiday commemorating his father's epic civil rights legacy, Martin Luther King III says he is dismayed by recent violence against police, the destructive protests in Ferguson, and the trashing of a UV fraternity falsely accused of sexual assault because they don't reflect his father's own approach to advocate for change peacefully. My father's approach to the most brutal and unambiguous social injustices during the civil rights struggle was rooted in nonviolence as a morally and tactically correct response. Mr. King said in an interview with the Washington Times, in no way do I, nor would my father, condone any ends justify the means behavior. But recent riots in Ferguson, Missouri, the vengeance killing of 2 police officers in New York, and campus violence at the University of Virginia have proved that 47 years after the peace activist was assassinated, his message has still not resonated with some. In late November, undergraduate students of Charlottesville University of Virginia resorted to hurling bricks, bottles, and concrete blocks through windows at the Pi Kappa Pi fraternity residence after Rolling Stone magazine recklessly accused the house of orchestrating a brutal gang rape. Profane, anti-male epithets were spray-painted across the fraternity's colonial brick exterior. Threats to continued violence were levied against university administrators. In December, the UVA student who led the Pi Kappa Pi attack spoke to the Times on the condition of anonymity, saying he was inspired by the black leaders in Ferguson and their violent attack was warranted because the ends justified the means. Martin Luther King III was one of those leaders. He traveled to Missouri to attend Michael Brown's funeral in August. When the Times told Mr. King about the students' comments, he said that using violence to correct perceived social injustice was socially destructive and self-defeating. Mr. King said his father pointed out in the very real sense that such violent acts may be considered the language of the unheard. As an alternative remedy, Mr. King said communication and dialogue were key. I would say to these young people, you are not unheard. Your disillusionment deserves to be addressed inside and outside the university. Though cross-culture dialogue which should include a greater understanding of oppression, he said. Only when your anger can be positively redirected through the time-honored process of nonviolence, my father utilized to obtain his greatest moral victories in seeking justice and fairness for all. Much like his father, Mr. King has long been an advocate of communication between rival political organizations and movements. On May 9th, Mr. King shocked the MSNBC host during an interview when he suggested that liberal and left-leaning blacks reach out to members to the Tea Party as a means of understanding to each other. You know, I think, even though I disagree with Mr. King here on a lot of things, especially his views on the Ferguson riots and the Ferguson incident in general, I will say that not once did Mr. King go out there and throw rocks at the police officers who shot Michael Brown. Whether he thinks it's right or wrong, he never went out and was looting stores and all that. See, now he believes what he believes, and that's fine, but he protests peacefully. And see, that's the thing, that's the point I tried to make when the Ferguson riots, when the Black Lives Matter movement has been sweeping through the nation. The same point I've tried to make, and the same point I will continue to try to make, is that if you want to protest, if you want to get out there and say what you want to say, then do it peacefully. I don't care if you feel like you're being unheard. You're being heard by someone. Someone out there is listening, and they are changing their mind on the subject because you are acting rational, holding up picket signs, holding up signs in general, saying what you want to say, yelling what you want to yell, but not getting out there and throwing bricks through fucking glass windows. What does that solve? That causes more of a problem. That makes you look like an irrational moron, and anybody who was thinking about joining your side in this fight has decided not to because they don't want to join a violent mob. I mean, you don't want to seem uneducated. You don't want people to think you're uneducated, then don't act uneducated. That's cut and simple, cut and dry. I mean, fuck, with all this shit going on Martin Luther King Day, the Bay Bridge was shut down because MLK protesters shut down westbound traffic on the Bay Bridge just before Treasure Island on Monday after protesters blocked traffic with a sign that read Black Health Matters. That's retarded. You want to do it, get on the side of the road and hold up a sign like everybody else. Don't be getting in people's way, making them late to work. I got better shit to do than to deal with you. And he made me late to fucking work. I'd have been pissed. Pissed off. Whatever. But that's just the way it is. Get pissy about it. Don't. I don't know what to tell you. Act like an actual human being. You may be treated with some respect. And that goes out to everybody. Not just these African Americans and this Black Lives Matter. But whatever. Whatever. Since we are on politics, hold on, I had a story. I don't really have anything. I have nothing on it yet, but I have something on it. It's kind of hard to explain. I'll explain a little more if we take a break. We're going to throw a few songs up real quick to get them out there. Here's some Merica with Storm. We're going to throw up I Will Not Break from A Sound of Thunder. And you know what? I think I got another one of my favorites from the Palmer Squares, Painting Pictures. Enjoy these for a minute while I take a smokerette. We're going to have a few songs behind them for just in case, because my cigarettes take a little minute. So, yeah, we got Merica, Sound of Thunder, and Palmer Squares coming up next. All unsigned. Check them out on Bandcamp and YouTube and Facebook. Go and like their pages. Tell them the Big Bad Boo Bear sent ya. And hanging all out here on Exit 92 when we get back. We're going to talk a little bit of Donald Trump and the UK and how their relationship is strained at the moment. Maybe I'll have I have some of the story, but I don't have all of the story. I'm going to take a look around and see if I can find anything. So, But yeah, we're going to take a quick break and keep it locked in here on Exit 92. What is
Exit
it?
92 Radio.
That's right. It's
Exit 92 Radio.
Exit
92 Radio.
Is this and you heard the girls talking. You thought they were talking about you.
Oh no, we can't ask her. She's a creep.
Who are they talking about?
I've heard 1,000 voices telling me to do as they say, forcing their hands to put me on display. I will not submit. I won't be their prey. I'm not a fool. I make the rules. I will not break. I am the only master of my fate. You can't control me. Nothing in this world can hold me. I have the voice. How and when I use it is my choice. I won't be silent, but I might be violent. You have the illusion that yours will be the hand that guides my path. Don't try to deny it. Those words might be honest. You are not worthy to feel all of my wrath. I won't let you inside. I'd rather die. I will not break. I am the only master of my fate. You can't control me. Nothing in this world can hold me. I have the voice. How and when I use it is my choice. I won't be silent, but I might be violent. Eyes gleam, watching, craving but not seeing. My life, my will, my dreams and my soul. I will not fall again. Strength carried deep within. I will not break. I am the only master of my fate. You can't control me. Nothing in this world can hold me. I have the voice. How and when I use it is my choice. I won't be silent, but I might be violent.
Exit 92 Radio.
I live the American dream vicariously through various media outlets. I sit and stare at a screen, hysterically screaming and shouting. When I speak, feel red heat. When I breathe, this dragon's breath. Yes, I'm a deadbeat from head, feet, then back to head again. 2 half-wits make a square hole, living in peril. Who that kid over there who chew that chicken from Harold's and shoot catfish in the barrel? A petty jerk, finished shirt, give any pennies your worth. And I can't just let go, cause every verse is a manifesto. Turning acumen, I'm sure to grab the pencils and start erasing. Bursting, blasting, wrapped in trench coats with a marksman's aim to target their game. The bottom line is profit, but the market's oversaturated. And these heartless corporate bastards stay homogenizing genres. And their waters my eyes, cause all I got in this life is music. And now I'm likely gonna lose the shit to some cogs lined up in unison. So sing it even if you don't know the words. Even if you don't prefer doing the whip like you're going to work. Or chilling at the crib, smoke herb and sing it till your lymph nodes hurt. Don't hold the phone though. The audience needs to start to scream. Go Yoko Ono. And Nirvana means to blow your own dome. Cough and wheeze when you spark the law with the Palmer squad. Saw Socrates at the Parthenon, but I forgot to cop a cheap concert tea in the parking lot. Gosh darn it, talk hard as a rock, but maybe he lying. Claim he a giant, but like Dave seen Goliath, that heart was soft as a baby's behind his to combat the anxiety. But you likely to lose every time, so just tighten the noose and fly away.
How can you have the balls to go up in front of an army? If you get on a stage and you're not prepared, get the fuck out of my business, cause this is a war.
Hey yo, I kick in any door with hinges forcefully and storm the entrance, cause my core convictions don't consist in none of your opinions. The Lords of War been in my corner at these tournaments. Unfortunately, mortals can't perform under the poor conditions. These scornful nitwits will take you out like a torn meniscus. Two morbid kids with a vacant lot full of war ballistics. I court your mistress through the orchard, then I scored them digits. Hordes of horny bitches swarm for pictures like the porno business. Absorb the liquids and I'm lifted. We go deep like fuck snorkeling. Yo, I'm a porpoise with a dorsal fin, snorting off the porcelain. Ride the whitest horses, man, I'm born again. High on my endorphins and a morphine drip. I'm so informative, so inform someone. We've been recording, I got more to give, there's more to come. Windows getting boarded up, so pour me some imported rum. Coral tinted corneas and pupils wide. Hop into the hoopty, I'm Dennis Hopper, hopping through these hoops. No hula, hoot and holler loudly if you copping moolah. Copper coins and dollars too. We can rendezvous for hours talking how we got the loot. I got through school, I got through college, how about you? Conjure up all kinds of grooves on conga drums like Babalu. Yeah, act been dope since 92. Most rappers choke, forgot to chew. I'm on the move and y'all stationary. Call Dirty Mary and Crazy Larry, can't never catch me. Heavens to Betsy, act got it locked like the legend of Nessie.
Monster.
You couldn't see me with the sharpest optics. Far above the stars and comets, soar like Tony Stark up in the Marvel comics. I harness knowledge and argue topics with Harvard scholars. A startled novice with jars of pot in his cargo pockets. Quit harping on us, we'll embark upon this charting topic. Snarky carpet bombers, barky bonics, and alarming comments. It's all mnemonics, carnal knowledge, and a thirst for greatness. I curve the grade and stay superlative, so turn the page.
I can actually see what he just said. That's painting pictures. Painting pictures.
When I was your age, television was called books, and this is a special book. And today, I'm going to read it to you.
Exit 92 Radio.
That's right, everybody. Welcome back to Exit 92 Radio. Here, Big Bad Bear on Real Merica Live. That's right. We had a bit of a technical hiccup during the song break. I think it's all fixed. It should be all fixed. We should still be live. Let me know if you can hear me. If not, I'm going to keep going. I'll be talking to myself, which is okay. And I talk like a long time anyways, but it does get old. Anyways, first thing I want to talk about, what I was telling you guys about Donald Trump in the UK. I found a story. I still have not found an answer, but you'll understand why I'm looking for an answer in just a minute. The British Parliament on Monday posted an extraordinary debate over whether to ban US Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump from visiting the United Kingdom. The debate, which was triggered by an online petition that described Trump's comments about Muslims as hate speech, did not produce any binding decision. Authority to ban someone from the country rests with the Home Secretary, not with Parliament, but the exchange gave British lawmakers an unusual chance to weigh in directly on U.S. politics. Here's how the debate went down at the Palace, Westminster Abbey, or at the Palace of Westminster, All times are Eastern. The chair does this is 2:31 p.m. The chair does a cursory call for any ayes and noes, but there's no actual vote. The debate is over. Watch the space for a recap. 2:30 p.m. Paul Flynn, the Labour member who began the debate 3 hours ago, is back on his feet. People watching include those in the United States have seen Parliament at its very best. They've seen a diverse debate from a diverse Parliament, he said. While most members of British Parliament opposed a petition to ban Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump from the United Kingdom, they didn't hold back their opinions of Trump and his views. And it's just kind of a timeline starting from, 1 o'clock or somewhere along there. I can read a little bit of it, but it really... Basically, you get the gist. Nothing was ever decided on as far as if he should be banned from the UK. Now, the whole reason I bring up the story is because I have some very strong opinions on Donald Trump, and I voiced them a little bit. My main fear is this: Donald Trump is coming into this country right now at a time when fear of the Middle Eastern religion and way of life is at its highest. You've got people scared to death that old Bin Laden, so to speak, is going to come over here and just take away everything. Come over here and just bomb the shit out of us. That's what they feel like what's going to happen, and that's so just not true. It's not true about the Middle Eastern races. It's not all they're about. I understand that they're scared, but we shouldn't go over there and just condemn an entire religion of people because of some lunatics, because of some extremists. In reality, Donald Trump is teaching hate speak against these people. He absolutely is. And I can understand that people are angry and people are scared. And I totally agree with Donald Trump on one thing, and that is to send refugees and all these people back to the Middle East where they came from. I get that, fine. But what I feel like is going to happen is I feel like this is going to go from just sending people back where they came from to obliterating them off the face of the earth. And he has the support of the United States population. A good percentage of the people here in this United States wouldn't fucking care if the Middle Easterners, the Muslims, and all that were wiped off the face of the earth. And that is the worst decision we could possibly make. Because doesn't that remind you of somebody? Because it reminds me of somebody. I may not live through it, but it reminds me of somebody pretty fucking hard. Trump is a terrible choice for the United States presidency, and I will voice that until the day I die. If he wins, this country is in for probably some of the worst days, the blackest days it has ever seen. By the way, if I get cut off or anything, I had a hiccup and had to restart my timer. It says I'm still 2 hours in on Spreaker, but it says I'm only 13 minutes in on my broadcaster. So, I could be reaching that 3-hour mark very soon. So if I get cut off, that's the end of the show. But you can always tune in to the archives and check the show out again, and just listen to what you want to listen to. However, like I said before, Trump is the worst president to pick for the United States because he's nothing no more than a power hungry, reality TV star. That's what he is. That is what he is. And it scares the shit out of me that there are people out there who are just so willing to pick him, so willing for him to be president, because what I see in the future for this United States is situations like this. I see, Trump on stage talking about how horrible the Muslim race is, and I see a couple of good old boys, and I think I've used this example before, but I see a couple of good old boys from a town just like the one that I live in. A small town, in the southern part of the United States that have a couple of churches, and they just happen to have one mosque. And these guys, these young kids think that they're doing America's work because they go and burn down this mosque. And all that is hurting people. There are good Muslims out there. I may not have ever met any Muslims, honestly. I don't think I've ever met any Muslims in my entire life. But that doesn't mean they're all bad just because I haven't met them. And to claim they're all bad, to treat them like they're all trash, is absolutely terrible and stereotypical. You know, Trump is one of the reasons why the rest of the world hates us. I mean, honestly, it's the truth, and you know it. He's one of the reasons why the rest of the world absolutely despise America, because of moronic, ignorant people like himself. And that's all there is to it. He's a horrible pick for president. And, you know, if I do vote, because I don't really believe in voting as it is, but if I do decide to vote, it won't be for Trump. And I can tell you that right now. Jason seems to think, you know, differently in the chat room. Jason believes that Trump is the best choice. He's not the best choice. He is leading us into a Holocaust-type scenario that is going to scar this country horribly and bring it to its knees in the blackest days it has ever seen. I bet my bottom dollar on it. You know, bet my bottom dollar on it. But yeah, Trump is facing a ban from the UK, possibly, I don't know. Seems maybe, seems not, I don't know. You know, we'll have to wait and see what time says on that one. Let's see, I have another story here. Hold on. Yeppers and Nope from Jason. I don't really know these. Yeppering and Nope too. But, yeah. Yeppers and Nope from Jason. Really inspiring words there, my friend. Really know how to get things going. Speaking of idiots and ignorant and, you know, just all that stuff mixed into one, I got a little clip for you I want you guys to listen to. Oh, the dinosaur hoax, because we all were blinded by the paleontologists. Oh, fuck. Well, I think it's paleontologists. I'm not sure. Yeah, paleontologists. We were all blinded by the bone diggers and paleontologists from years ago. Dinosaurs never existed. Fossils don't exist. It's all bullshit. And here's the reason why.
Hello. So I wanted to talk tonight a little bit about fossils that are found in the ground. And I guess I'll start a little bit about what the fossils actually are, and then go into a little bit about the composition and what they end up being when everything is said and done. So a fossil is not actually a piece of bone. A fossil is actually a bone that was once in the ground that has been then filled with limestone, calcium, and other kind of stone-like deposits over the course of many, many years. And at the end of the day, it ends up looking like a bone, but it's not really a bone. It's really a rock inside of rock. So you have a rock this big, and you say, okay, inside this rock this big, there's a bunch of fossils. Here you go. And you hand the rock off to a paleontologist, and the paleontologist takes a little mallet and they chip away at it, and at some point they come out with something looking like a bone, and that's a fossil. So here's the question that I pose. Now, the first fossil that was ever found was actually after they came up with the idea of a dinosaur. Right? That seems a little bit far-fetched, right? Why would the bone that was found or the fossil that was found actually be the exact same thing as what was originally hypothesized without any other evidence? It doesn't make any sense. So now I give to you. Here, you're my paleontologist. Turn that into what it was before I ripped it apart. Here. You can have some spackle too. As much spackle as you want. Here, turn this into what it's supposed to be. Alright. Who knows what you're going to come up with, right? Now, here, take this same substance, this same spackle, and By the way, it's supposed to be this little guy, Brachiosaurus, who's 40 meters tall. This is what he looks like. This is what the head was supposed to look like. This is a Brachiosaurus skull. Make me a Brachiosaurus skull. Like that, and as much stacked as you use. Chances are, what are you going to come up with? If you want to keep your job, you come up with a Brachiosaurus skull. If you want to be truthful, you come up with whatever it was that I smashed apart to get this stuff. When millions of dollars are on the line, which one are you going to do? My guess is you're going to go with the Brachiosaurus. That's where the money is. So, I hope this was insightful for what happens on a daily basis in the world of paleontology. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you next time.
Put your fucking mouth on the curb. Put it on the curb right now.
So, I think somebody just won Curb Stomp of the Week. Yes, they did. You did. You won Curb Stomp of the Week, you stupid bitch. Because, you know, carbon dating DNA, none of that matters. It's just rocks that paleontologists shave, they carve, they put together to make money. Even though, to like, most of these paleontologists and archaeologists pay out the ass to get the rights to even dig the fucking hole in the first place. To the property. They pay out the ass to do it in the first place. Out of their own pocket most of the time. You know, they don't get a grant from their college. So, yeah. I mean, DNA, carbon dating, doesn't matter. Because it's rocks that are carved. These are some Michelangelo motherfuckers. You know, God, we need to get these guys, like, you know, fucking, we need to get their art hung up in fucking museums, because they are rocking it. They are coming up with some alien-looking motherfuckers, man. We tell you what, we need to get these motherfuckers on the line right now so we can talk to them. Let me get a paleontologist on the fucking line so he can tell me just how, you're a fucking stupid cunt. You are. I can't even keep up with, like, the sarcasm. You're so fucking... The cuntiness is just outrageously overwhelming. It is to the point where I don't know what to do here. You know, this is a dinosaur hoax video created by the Christians Against Dinosaurs group. Yeah, I shit you not, they're a real fucking thing. Matter of fact, I looked at their Facebook one time. I'm gonna see it's still up. Christians Against Christians Against Dinosaurs. Let's see if we can find these stupid bitches real quick, because this shit just absolutely blew my fucking mind. Oh my god, this shit was there's no such thing as dinosaurs. This is their Facebook page, I believe. I'm looking at it right now. Paleontologists groom the young. Look up signs of abuse. This may be a joke page. I could have swore I seen it. But, you know, regardless. Fact is, these people are absolutely idiotic. I mean, they are. They are fucking idiotic. You know, fucking... there's really no words to explain just how, you know, I mean, because look, I'm not the most religious person in the world. I'm not, you know, I kind of, you know, put myself in the same road with Christians to an extent, but this is one of the reasons why nobody takes Christianity you know, seriously. Reason being is because of dumb shit like this. Nobody takes Christianity seriously in the United States because people say stupid shit like this, right here. You, my friend, whatever your fucking name is, are one of the reasons why nobody can take that religion seriously. And there's something wrong with that, because a long time ago it used to be taken seriously. It did. It used to be taken seriously by a lot of people. A lot of people were Christians. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you don't shove it down my fucking throat, I can give a shit less who you serve or who you religionize over or whatever. But this is why people are laughing at it now. You know, I don't know how many people that used to go to church who don't go anymore because of moronic stuff like this, hurting the whole religion. They just stay home. They praise their God at home. That's the best church really nowadays, honestly. And they have to hide in their closet with it, like it's shameful. Because, you know, you face issues like this. You have morons out there saying dumb shit like this. Dinosaurs never existed. It's all paleontologists carving them out. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. It just blows my ever-loving mind, man. Blows my mind. You know, fucking... But yeah, they make it to the point, you know... They make it to the point where you would feel like it's shameful. And it's not shameful, but I mean, you know... people make it... These people like this make it so fucking idiotic. It's not even funny. It's not even really funny. Jason said, "Whoa, fucker, back up." What am I backing up about, Jay? I'm backing up about. Waiting for you to say something in the chat. But yeah, like, you know, it's just dumb bitches like this. It's really annoying. Really annoying to see dumb shit like that. Because, you know, some people shouldn't really be allowed to use the internet. They really should not be allowed to use the internet because they come up with dumb shit like this. You know, it's so absolutely freaking retarded. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand. I am at a point, I have a lot of loss for words here. You know, loss for words. So, yeah. We're going to move on here. You know, I guess if Jay has something to say, you know, we'll take a look at it when he posts it. But I had something I wanted to play. I wanted to talk for something about so a second. So hold on. And this goes along with the Black Lives Matter thing. And this big old cop-hating thing we've had going on for the last year or so. The big movement to hate all police officers. There's something I want you guys to listen to. It really doesn't take a full effect until you see the video. But just the audio from this video it's moving. Just listen.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
There's some more. The audio that you are listening to is it's videos, different dash cam videos from police officers' cars over the last few years, not just like 2015 or anything. From them pulling people over. You know, some of them, I watched the videos, some of them were just routine stops. And the guy would get out of the car. The guy would get out of the car and just pull a gun on him, start. Literally, I seen a couple of guys get shot in the head. You know, fucking terrible. You know, you know, this whole hate thing has been spread so far that this is happening today. This isn't just from, you know, there are some from a few years ago, but this is also happening today. This happens all over our country every day. Because people have such a hatred for the popo. People have such a hatred for the cops. You know? And they can't make a decision to, you know, I've seen a couple of videos where a guy gets out of the car, he's like, look at you, put your hands behind your back, he pulls a gun out from behind him and shoots him in the fucking face. Because we have taught that, you know, killing police officers is okay. Because they're racist. I want you to listen to some of this. There's screams in here, man. These people are human beings. You know, I mean, you may not be able to hear it now, but there's screams, there's gunshots, and people people dying, you know? I mean, what the fuck else are these people supposed to do? These police officers go to a 9 to 5 room every day, just like you and me. They put on their pants just like you and me. And for some reason, this community, this civilization feels it's okay to preach hate against the police officers, to fire them when they've done nothing wrong, to absolutely crucify them when they've done nothing wrong. When a situation got out of hand and they had to use their best judgment to end it so that nobody else would get hurt, they are crucified. When somebody comes and shoots at them and they shoot back, they are crucified. I wouldn't blame them if they quit. I wouldn't blame them if they fucking retired. Because I wouldn't work at a job like that. I wouldn't. You know, I really wouldn't. But I think I'm reaching about the time. You know, it says 3 hours ago, so we're going to end it here for tonight. I didn't even get to all my stories. We had a lot of shit to cover tonight. So I'm happy you guys tuned in. We had a good show. Thanks for hanging out with the Big Bad Boo Bear here on Exit 92 Radio. We'll be back next Wednesday for possibly a Blue Steel archive. If anything big happens over the week, it'll be another Real America Live. Remember to check out on Sunday. I'm not sure what we've got going for Sunday yet. I think we have something planned, either a self-inflicted or Nerd Central HQ. So keep an eye on Exit 92 on Sunday. Remember, Monday mornings with Mike B and the Metal Meltdown here on Exit 92 goes pretty much on schedule. So check him out. It usually comes on between 10 to 11 o'clock, somewhere around there. Eastern Standard Time, of course.